Carlos, what does it mean? It's in the title of the webinar. What does it mean to be a conscious family business?
I would say that a conscious family business means something deeper than the own meaning of their words. I would say that it's a way to look at the world in a different way. It's becoming a conscious family business is to achieve, from my point of view, the right balance between three critical dimensions. On the one hand, the I dimension, all related with the business, the business outcome, the preservation of the wealth for the family, but not only to look at the it dimension, also look at the we dimension, the way that family members can have good family dynamics, can have good conversation, can have good relationships. And the third dimension is also relevant, that is the individual, the I dimension, because if family members don't find the right space for them to thrive, it's difficult to get this right balance between all dimensions. So either family members are working in the business or not, the business family should have the power, ability to really find the right place for each of the family members in order to help them to thrive, to promote their wealth, the self-esteem, and the individual well-being. I would say, as a summary, that is becoming a conscious family business is a way to respond family and business circumstances, and to decide how to respond in a way that business, the business needs, family values, and the goals for the business. I know that I would say that it's easy to say, but it's very hard to deliver.
Well, for sure, that resonates with many clients, right, who have worked with us. Let's say non-family owned businesses are accustomed to our framework of the I, we, and the it, or the integral framework, right, of sustainable and extraordinary success. And I love how you bring that to the realm of family owned businesses. Alex?
Before jumping in, can I add something to this that Carlos mentioned?
Sure, yes.
As well? I think, at least for me, I think a big part of let's say, bringing in the word conscious within family business, I think you have to think of around intentionality. And I think really having kind of purpose and direction with the family business and where you're going. And I think one thing we were talking about before, which I think is a good point, is I need to bring it up, is I very much think across the board as someone who's very entrepreneurial myself, at the end of the day, a business is a tool. And it's something that you kind of, you use to achieve certain goals. And I think what can get away from a lot of families is that sometimes it kind of flips on its head, where all of a sudden they find that they're working for their business and not the other way around, and the business is not achieving its goals that they set out. And I think kind of bringing it back around is with this idea of a conscious family business, is bringing around this idea of intentionality, of hey, we're using this business to achieve certain goals. And I would argue that within that, it's often goals beyond purely financial means. It's usually, let's say, the financial benefits tend to be the economic engine that keeps it working, but that's usually in support of a greater goal or purpose, because I don't know, usually, right, most entrepreneurs want to solve some problem. And maybe as you gain wealth, that the problems that you can solve become bigger and bigger. And I think that's one thing not to forget about this is the kind of intentionality. Maybe having some self-awareness and kind of being aware of like, hey, this is what we're trying to do, either as an individual founder, as a family, and trying to, let's say, find causes or purposes that resonate across multiple generations, and that let's say you can get buy-in from multiple sides.